Hi, my name is Rayyan, Ayman, Salman, BinZaiman. I'm 7 years old. I will talk to you about sources of energy and global warming. There are many sources of energy. Some are renewable, while others are non-renewable. Non-renewable sources of energy cannot be easily replaced by nature. These include fossil fuels like coal, petroleum, and natural gas, which were formed from ancient dead plants and animals that lived millions of years ago. We can control how and when we use them, but they are in limited supply and they pollute the environment. Renewable resources of energy are available in an endless supply and are easily replaced by nature. These include wind, water, and our most important source of energy, the sun. The advantages of renewable resources of energy are that they will never run out and they do not pollute the environment. The disadvantages are that we cannot control them. Sometimes there might be no wind or no water movement, or the clouds might cover the sun. The price of solar panels can also be very expensive. The electricity that we use is generated at power plants. Power plants convert or change other sources of energy into electricity. Electricity is then transported or carried using power lines so it can get to all the places where it is needed. Like our homes, schools, and businesses, so we can just plug in our devices and get power. Since the Industrial Revolution in 1760, we have increased our consumption of natural resources and polluted the environment drastically. We cut down trees, destroyed the rainforests, and built crowded cities, factories, and farms. This, in addition to burning coal, oil, and gas to drive cars, power computers, and heat or cool our homes, has resulted in the release of dangerous amounts of greenhouse gases into the atmosphere. Greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide, methane, and nitrous oxide occur naturally. They trap some of the sun's heat and keep it from leaving Earth's atmosphere. Trapping some heat is good because we need it in order to live, but trapping too much heat is dangerous to our planet. If Earth keeps getting warmer, this will result in increased extreme weather events. We may see more powerful storms, flooding, droughts, and heat waves. These may cause additional problems such as diseases, wildfires, and food and water shortages. These problems will put more animals and plants in danger of extinction and cause the collapse of the coral reef ecosystems. Therefore, we must take action to save our planet. We can all help by recycling and reusing things and by reducing energy use. But this is not enough. We must stop burning fossil fuels and instead use clean and renewable energy. The electrical energy that is generated in most power plants is made using non-renewable sources of energy. However, renewable sources of energy can also be used to generate electricity. Wind, water, and heat create motion. This motion is used to generate electricity. Wind energy. Wind energy is renewable because wind is just moving air. Power plants that use wind as the energy source to create electricity harness or collect the wind energy using huge windmills. When the wind blows, it moves the blades of the windmill, causing them to spin. That spinning generates electricity. Water energy. Energy from moving water is renewable because water is easily replenished by nature. Hydroelectric plants create electricity using the power of running or moving water, as in water mills, ocean tides and currents, and dams. They use similar machines as in windmills, but they are underwater and are called turbines. Instead of air moving the blades of a windmill, moving water makes the blades of the turbine spin. Sun energy. One of the most useful sources of energy on Earth is the sun. Some power plants collect energy from the sun using large flat panels called solar panels and convert it into electricity. The energy can be stored as potential energy or used when the panels are directly in the sunlight. And since the sun is going to be around for millions and millions of years, it is also a renewable energy source. Geothermal energy, or heat energy from the earth, is another method of generating electricity. There are many other surprising sources of energy. One of these sources is trash. To generate electricity from trash, first the carpet is burned at 1,200 degrees Celsius. The heat energy is used to boil water. Then the steam from the water is collected until a high pressure is created. This is then sent to the turbine and causes it to spin. So, burning carpet produces heat energy, which produces movement in a turbine. This movement produces electricity. My project. For my project, I wanted to make something that moves using solar energy. I also wanted to include a rechargeable battery that can store the solar energy so that the object can still move if there was no sun. However, I only had a normal battery available. I made a solar-powered Rover and a hybrid solar-powered water pump. Possibility.